Across Asia, a quiet revolution is underway, not of armies but of energy. For decades, coal, oil and gas fueled Asia's rise, but now, the continent faces the urgent realities of climate change and energy insecurity. Nations are turning to the sun, wind and earth for power, a move that will define prosperity in the 21st century. The Philippines is launching one of the region's most ambitious energy transitions, aiming to replace polluting fuels with clean, renewable power. The energy revolution is here and the Philippines stands at the front line. Energy powers every aspect of modern life: homes, hospitals, schools, and factories. For the Philippines, a stable, affordable energy supply is essential to economic growth and poverty reduction. Without enough power, businesses stall, jobs vanish, and progress halts. The country's rapid growth has created soaring demand for electricity, straining the national grid. High prices and rolling blackouts have hurt competitiveness and deterred investment. Reliable energy is the bedrock of a dynamic economy. For millions, access to electricity means opportunity. Children can study, clinics can store vaccines, and small businesses can thrive. Expanding energy access is a matter of social justice and development. The energy transition is a direct path to a better, safer, and more connected life for Filipinos. In Southeast Asia's competitive landscape, energy infrastructure shapes regional influence. A nation with clean, reliable power attracts investment and gains standing. The Philippines' energy choices will echo across ASEAN, shaping its future and its role in the region. The stakes are regional, not just national. For decades, the Philippines relied on imported coal and oil, quick fixes that fueled growth but created deep vulnerabilities. When global prices spike, the pain is felt instantly. Electricity costs soar, businesses suffer, and families struggle. The environmental toll is even greater. The Philippines, battered by typhoons and rising seas, is among the world's most climate-vulnerable nations. The very fuels that powered development now drive the disasters threatening its future. Air pollution from coal plants harms public health, while climate change brings ever-worsening storms. The world is moving on. The Paris Agreement and global investors are turning away from coal. Sticking with fossil fuels is no longer tenable, economically or strategically. The old model is too risky, too polluting, and too expensive. The Philippines must pivot, not just for the environment, but for its own security and prosperity. The reckoning with fossil fuels is now a national imperative. The only way forward is a fundamental shift to clean, resilient energy. This realization drives the country's ambitious push into renewables. The Philippines is uniquely blessed with the resources needed for a clean energy future. Sitting on the Pacific Ring of Fire, it boasts vast geothermal potential, reliable 24/7 clean power. Already the world's third-largest geothermal producer, the country's untapped reserves are immense. As a tropical nation, it enjoys abundant sunlight, making solar power both practical and increasingly affordable. Solar farms and rooftop panels can electrify even remote communities, reducing reliance on costly diesel. The archipelago's long coastlines and mountain ridges create ideal conditions for wind power, as seen in projects like the Bangui Wind Farm. Advances in turbine technology promise even greater wind energy potential. Rivers and rainfall offer hydropower opportunities, especially through smaller, sustainable projects. Combined, these resources make the Philippines rich in clean energy. The challenge is not finding resources, but building the infrastructure to harness them. The nation's natural bounty is its greatest asset in the energy transition. Recognizing its potential, the Philippine government has set the stage for a massive energy shift. The Renewable Energy Act of 2008 and ambitious targets, 35% renewables by 2030, 50% by 2040, signal a green future. Policies like the feed-in tariff and green energy auction program attract investment and drive down costs. The private sector is stepping up. Major conglomerates are investing billions in solar, wind, and geothermal projects. The government's moratorium on new coal plants marks a decisive break from the past. Public-private collaboration is key. Government sets direction and policy, while business brings capital and expertise. This synergy is turning targets into reality. The transition is too big for either side to tackle alone. Together, they're building the infrastructure for a sustainable future. The partnership is pragmatic, ambitious, and essential. The Philippines is forging a new energy path, one built on shared ambition. The green revolution is already visible across the Philippines. The Bangui Wind Farm's iconic turbines prove wind power works at scale, providing clean electricity and drawing tourists. In Negros Occidental, vast solar farms like Cadiz Solar Power Plant generate enough energy to power entire cities. These projects create jobs, boost local incomes, and turn underused land into productive assets. The Macban geothermal plant showcases the country's expertise in tapping the Earth's heat for reliable, round-the-clock power. Geothermal is a cornerstone for phasing out coal, providing essential baseload electricity. Small-scale solar microgrids are transforming off-grid islands, bringing light, refrigeration, and connectivity to remote communities. These systems empower families, support education, and enable small businesses. The energy transition is both grand and personal, changing lives one village at a time. Each project is a step toward a cleaner, more inclusive future. The impact is real, immediate, and growing. The Philippines is proving that a green future is possible today. The path to a renewable future is challenging. Financing the transition will require trillions in investment and a stable policy environment to attract global capital. Modernizing the grid and integrating variable renewables like solar and wind is a complex engineering task. Smart grids, battery storage, and new transmission lines are essential to deliver clean power where it's needed. Political will and public support must be sustained, overcoming resistance from entrenched interests and managing land use debates. The benefits must be shared widely, with communities involved in the process. Building consensus is key to lasting change. The rewards are immense: thousands of green jobs, cleaner air, better health, and lower, more stable electricity prices. Most importantly, true energy independence, free from global fuel market volatility. By harnessing its natural resources, the Philippines can power its own destiny. The nation can emerge as a leader in Asia's new energy era. Its example can inspire others to follow. The future is bright and within reach.